Welcome to Part 2 of the Unofficial Guide to the European Board of Pediatrics Examination.
Hello and welcome back. Today we're tackling a crucial question. How should you begin preparing for the exam? My recommendation? Start with a mock exam. Think of it as a pre-study audit. It reveals your current preparation level and gives you a realistic preview of the actual exam's content, style, and pacing. In this video, we'll explore why a baseline assessment is so critical, review the best mock exam options available, and discuss how to approach it as an essential reality check. Before you invest months in preparation, you need to know your starting point. Jumping straight into textbooks without a proper baseline assessment can result in misaligned priorities, inefficient studying, and unrealistic expectations about exam readiness. In other words, you risk spending months studying hard, but not necessarily studying smart. The first mock exam you take will give you an approximate baseline of your current level of knowledge in a low-stakes environment. It provides a rough sense of your exam readiness, whether you're already well prepared, require significant preparation time, or should consider sitting the exam at a later date. Rather than guessing, you'll have clear data to guide your preparation. This clarity upfront saves months of misdirected effort later, especially if you tend to overestimate or underestimate your abilities. Keep in mind that this initial mock exam is just the beginning. While the EAP's own mock exam is a one-time event, self-assessment should be an ongoing process throughout your preparation. It's beneficial to take additional mock exams or pre-tests during the course of your studies. If your strategy isn't working, then you need to adapt. On a better note, it can also show that you're making steady progress and that you should stay the course. I wouldn't recommend saving the mock exam until right before the real thing. That wastes a valuable tool for self-improvement and leaves you no time to make adjustments. Going into your preparation without a baseline assessment is like setting sail without a compass. You're moving, but you don't really know if you're heading in the right direction. There is only one official mock exam available on the EAP website, so you'll need to be a bit resourceful throughout your preparation. That said, I strongly recommend starting with EAP's own official mock exam. It consists of 15 questions over 25 minutes and is excellent for familiarizing yourself with the format, question style, and difficulty level. Importantly, take it properly, timed, under exam conditions, and without shortcuts. This gives you a realistic sense of pacing and how quickly you'll need to work through questions on the real exam. Beyond the official mock, there are other useful options to consider. The MRC-PCH Foundation of Practice sample paper is quite similar in difficulty, though the style is quite different. It comes with an answer key and detailed explanations, so I'd highly recommend incorporating it into your study plan. The MRC-PCH Theory and Science sample paper and the Applied Knowledge and Practice sample paper are more challenging, but performing well on them is a strong indicator that you're on track for the EAP. There are also paid resources from past tests and BMJ on examination, but keep in mind that as third-party options, both the quality and relevance can vary. If you choose to use these supplemental materials, do so judiciously. After completing your mock exam, be honest with yourself, but don't panic. It's completely normal to feel surprised or even discouraged after your first attempt. Keep in mind that mock exams don't only reflect your knowledge. Sometimes they reveal more about how you perform under pressure than what you actually know, and that's also something you can improve. Practicing under timed conditions and simulating the exam environment will help address this. Doing a mock exam early gives you a reality check while you still have time to adjust your approach. Over time, you'll become more comfortable with the format, and that alone can significantly reduce stress on exam day. And remember, being a good clinician on the ward and being a good test taker are two different skill sets. The mock exam and regular question practice help you develop the latter. Now, the official mock exam can give you a general sense of your readiness, but with only a small number of questions, it won't reliably identify specific weak areas. So don't overanalyze it or put too much weight on individual topics. Instead, use subsequent mock exams and question banks to identify patterns over time. you'll begin to notice recurrent mistakes and subjects that consistently challenge you. When you identify a weak area, be deliberate and allocate more time and attention to them than your strong areas. For this exam, improving weaknesses is far more impactful than reinforcing existing strengths. The EAP focuses largely on common conditions, so building a solid foundation across core topics is far more valuable than diving deeply into isolated areas. The insights you gain from an early mock exam are essential. Securing that data is your first major win. And remember, the mock exam doesn't define you, it directs you. The challenge now is translating those insights into a structured, realistic study plan that fits your life, evolves over time, and ensures you're studying with purpose, not just effort. That's exactly what we'll focus on next: how to take your baseline assessment and transform it into a clear, phased strategy that keeps you on track, reduces uncertainty, and maximizes your progress. In Part 3, we'll get tactical and design a study plan that works around your clinical workload, helping you peak at exactly the right time. I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you for watching Part 2 of this video series. If you found this helpful, head over to Part 3 where we dive into efficient study planning and timeline.